Hello everyone, welcome to iExamB. I hope you have been continuously watching the videos along with me and preparing along. Okay, if you haven't been watching the previous videos, please go back and watch. Here we are on day number 35 in the series for 50 days, 50 questions for RBI DEPR Phase 1 2023 examination. The question that I've brought for you today is from general equilibrium analysis. Suppose that Morris has the utility function given by UBW equals to 1B plus 2W. And the Philip has the utility function given by this. Okay, UBW is equal to BW. So if we draw an Edgeworth box with the books on the horizontal axis and wine on the vertical axis, and if we measure Morris's consumptions from the lower left corner of the box, then the contract curve contains what? And the options are whether it's a straight line running from upper right corner of the box to the lower left, a curve that gets steeper as you move from left to right, a straight line with slope half passing through the lower left corner of the box, a straight line with slope half passing through the upper right corner of the box, or a curve that gets flatter as you move from left to right. So what kind of the contract curve would look like? That's what we need to know. So let's now try to solve this question as it's mentioned. So utility is given, which is 1B plus 2W, right? This is for Morris. And Philip utility is given as BW. This is Philip's. There are two people and both of them, they have this utility function. B denotes books here, okay, and W denotes wine. So it's also mentioned that we are going to denote books on the horizontal axis. So I have to draw an Edgeworth box diagram. This denotes my books and wine on the vertical axis. And if you measure Morris's consumption from the lower left corner of the box, so left and lower left, here I am measuring Morris's consumption, and here I'll be measuring Philip's consumption, right? Then how does the contract curve look like? So see, if you have to find how does the contract curve look like, you first need to plot the utility function for both these individuals. So for Philip's, it's very easy. You can see BW, this is similar to Cobb-Douglas form, right? So I hope you remember how Cobb-Douglas preferences look like. These are well-behaved kind of preference with ICs, which are convex, right? This is the IC for this Cobb-Douglas preferences. Now, because I'm plotting Philip's, this is not the lower left corner, origin is not for Philip's. It's the upper right corner. So my utility, the indifference curve, is actually going to reverse. How is it going to reverse? ICs will be like this, right? Now, coming to Morris's utility function, it's mentioned that the utility function is 1B plus 2W. Now, it's just similar to, I hope you recall, these are perfect substitutes kind of utility functions, right? And for them, how does the ICs look like? ICs are straight lines, right? The indifference curves. Now, what is going to be the slope for this IC? It's going to be, how will you find the slope? It's going to be the ratio of the marginal utilities, right? The IC slope is actually MRS, and marginal rate of substitution is the ratio of MUX upon MUY. So on X I'm plotting B, so I have MUV upon MUW. This is going to give me the MRS. So you differentiate this function once with respect to B, you will get MUV. So when I differentiate this with respect to B, what am I going to get? I get 1, right? And when I differentiate this function with respect to W, that is wine, what do I get? I get 2. So this is my MRS, which is the slope of the indifference curve. So it's going to be, the slope is going to be half, right? So it's going to be a little flatter. Let me show you this, let me maybe draw this with a different color so it's more clearly visible to you. So this is how the ICs would be. Okay, these are the shape of the indifference curve. You can draw various ICs like this. With what slope? Slope is going to be half. Okay, you can say minus half. We sometimes ignore the negative sign because we know it's going to be negatively sloped because you are exchanging one good for the other. So the slope is minus half. Now, what does the contract curve tell you? We want to know how does the contract curve would look like. So, contract curve basically is the locus of all the points which are Pareto efficient, allocations. So, what do you mean by Pareto optimal allocations? Those points for which, it's not possible to increase the utility of one individual by decreasing the utility of the other individual. Those are Pareto efficient points. Okay. So what points will those be? Those will lie where the indifference curve of Phillips is tangent to the indifference curve of Morris. Okay. And what was that tangency condition? The tangency condition would require that the MRS for the indifference curve for Phillips should equal the MRS for the indifference curve for Morris. So basically MRS of Morris should equal MRS of Phillips, right? This is the condition for tangents. Okay. So we already know that we've already found the MRS for Phillips. It's actually half. So the MRS for, we have already found the MRS for Morris, which is half. So the MRS for Phillips should equal half, right? This is the tangency condition. Okay. So basically you will get a line which starts from this side, the origin of Phillips, and it has a slope of half, right? Because only at half slope are these going to be tangent. The ICs of Phillips will be tangent with the IC of Morris, right? I hope this was clear. So this line should have slope of half. This will be my contract curve. So okay. So let's now look at the options. The options were a straight line running from upper right corner of the box to the lower left. This is true. Yeah. Partly. A curve that gets steeper as you move from left to right. No, that's true. You're not moving from left to right. A straight line slope half passing through lower left corner of the box. That's also not true. It's coming from the upper corner. So this option, a straight line with slope half passing through the upper right corner of the box. This is true. And then our last one is a curve that gets flatter as you move from left to right. This is also not true. So it's a straight line running from upper right corner of the box. This is true, and it additionally one more information is given that it has a slope of half. So the most appropriate option here is option D. The right answer is option 30. Okay, that's fine. I hope you understood this. Keep practicing, keep using the resources that we have provided, and call us if you have any queries. All the best for your upcoming exam. Thank you.